Good afternoon, good... Oh, I'm by myself today. So, something a bit different for you. Today I'm going to a one-day tournament for a tabletop game. Hopefully you can hear me alright. A game called Shadespire, which is a new game by Games Workshop. It only came out just under 2 weeks ago. Saturday 21st? 14th? No, can't remember. 21st. But it's a game built to be a competitive game, challenging the likes of X-Wing, for anybody who knows that kind of thing. And I suppose maybe even a challenger to some of the card games such as Magic and whatnot. Maybe not so much. But it's pretty much a small skirmish game. There's only 3 to 7 models per warband, depending on which faction you pick. They're fixed models to that warband, but then you have a deck of cards, which is the interesting bit. So there's a bit of deck building brought into it. Initially there's only 2 factions released. There's 2 more that are going to be available first chance today before going on general release tomorrow, which adds some orcs and some skeletons to what we've got is the Stormcast, which is what I'm playing today, and Khorne, who are a bunch of raging killers, and people do not know how to deal with mini roundabouts properly, do they? I mean, with all this, yeah. Oh well, what are you doing? Where are you going? Who are you? Right, okay. Alright, anyway, dealt with that one safely. So the Stormcasters, Khorne, Orcs and Skellies come out today. So that's going to be fun because people can buy those and then enter the tournament with them. I have no idea how they are. Practice hasn't gone too bad so far. You win some, you lose some. My aim today is very shaky. This is the road of England. This is... Stop shaking! There we go, that's a bit better. Oh, bloody lights. So this plan has already gone to pot, hasn't it, really? But yeah, so I could end up playing some factions that I've never played before and have no idea how they work. They'd be alright. Scratching my leg. Yeah, so we'll see. First of all, I need to get a drink. These things can get quite intense, quite hot. You know, there's 64 players originally. That sold out, so they extended it to 100, so there's going to be a fair few people there, plus other events. It's not just Shadespire, it's at the Roundhouse in Derby. I haven't actually told you where I'm going, have I? Blood and Glory. That would probably help as well. Blood and Glory! Yeah, so I need to get a big bottle of water to keep me going through the day. I don't know what they're doing about food. I'm sure there'll be food available there to purchase. So we'll see. Made it to the Roundhouse fine. We're all getting set up. The new things to buy being the new fancy dice. There's the Khorne and the Bloodbound, and the Orcs, and to the camera, Sepulchral Guard, who are the skeletons, and then you get plenty of just normal standard defense dice across all of them. Got the expansions for the extra cards, so you can start tweaking decks. Already made some changes. Should be fun. Registration should be starting any point soon. I'm just going to go get us a drink. Oh, it's just a case of waiting now. So, I didn't get much chance to do a lot of recording yesterday during the event. As you probably won't tell, it's actually a different day today. It's Saturday instead of Friday. That's due just to some tournament restrictions on being able to use devices and stuff, so that you can't be noting down your opponent's deck and sort of cheating throughout games. I managed to get some bits. I've got some pictures at the end of sort of games or whatever. Managed to get a couple of pictures which I'll show as I'm talking now. So the tournament's a 3-round event, and then each round is a best of 3 against your opponent. Hour and a half round with half-hour break. There was a bit of a delay getting the first round kicked off, so it sort of ended up meaning that we didn't get back till relatively late last night. But my first round was against Amy Snuggs, who's relatively famous in the hobby world, as her painting features a lot in White Dwarf. So that was quite nice, you know, sort of effectively a little celebrity in the first round. That was Stormcast versus Stormcast, and managed to win that game 2-0. First round I think was 6-5, with a denial objective being the one that won it for me, which is a common theme throughout the rest of the day. And then I think it was 10-2, 11-2, yeah. So I was up 10 points overall with the 2-0 win. Second round was against a guy called Andy. Again, it was Stormcast v Stormcast, so it was a very cagey affair. Nobody really wanting to sort of jump in and attack, because you're just going to get sort of swamped by the other person. I lost the first game of that, but then went on to win the next 2, so 2-1 overall. I think it was a +3 differential for me from there, which meant sort of I'd gone up the tables. I think I was playing on table 12 for the second game out of 40 odd tables, whatever it was, and that got me to table 6. So I was sort of quite surprised at that point. I'd gone in only with the intention to win a round, so I was on 2 round wins, so I was quite happy at that point. Last round was against a guy called Liam. One thing I got to say is all the people I played were lovely people. Didn't have a single bad opponent, nothing bad. It was really fun games. And that was against the Skeletons that had only released that morning. But he's an Age of Sigmar tournament player, and knew what he was doing. So they were 2 very tough games. But I managed to win, I think it was something like 7-6 in the first one, or 7-5 in the first one I think it was actually, and then 10-9. So I managed to actually walk away with 3 out of 3 wins, which overall got me 7th in the event, which meant I got to walk away with a whole bunch of loot, because top 32 got acrylic activation tokens, top 16 got a dashboard to arrange your decks and all your tokens and stuff on, and then the top 8 managed to get some acrylic move tokens, and everybody who went got alternate art objective cards. So literally walked away with everything except for the chance to play in the final, which is tonight. Like I said, recording this on Saturday. So yeah, I really can't complain. 2 of the people above me were GW staff who'd already had the stuff before me, so that's not bad at all. I know at least one of them was already playing with all the acrylic tokens, so I am currently one of very few people in the world who have got those acrylic move tokens, so I really can't complain. 3 out of 3 wins. Like I say, it was a great day overall. It was it felt like it had gone quick, but by the time I'd got home, and it was fast approaching midnight, a lot of driving to go pick Rob up, and then go to Derby, and then Derby back to Rob's, and then back home. But it was really good. And yay, 7th overall. Woo! But anyway, I think that will be that for this video. Cheers for watching. Feel free to comment below and like this video, subscribe to us. Like I say, this is a bit different to what's gone up so far. We've put the podcast up and Gwent video, so that's a lot of video game stuff, but if I have my way, then we'll get a bit of tabletop-y stuff going on anyway. But cheers for watching, and I will see you soon.